My name is Serafin Ramirez. I thank God for my salvation. I'm an ex gang member. I used to be from Florence, 13, Los Tokers. I'm really grateful that God saved my life from drugs and gang violence, and I'm really grateful that I have my family, my brothers and sisters that helped me through this. When I was growing up, I had a bad childhood, and I was growing up. I was more into gangs. They were my family. When I was like 13 years old, when I was going to middle school or elementary school, I didn't have no, like I said, nobody to support me. So got to a gang. It's called Florencia, and we're just I didn't have no direction. My parents were always working. My dad always working. My mom too. We I was my brothers they were doing their own thing too. So I didn't have nothing with my brothers. They're all doing their own. Sisters, they were all into gangs and stuff like that. My brother, but then when I went to high school, uh, the same thing. I was fighting. I kept going to different schools. And then the first thing, more fights, more fights. I didn't know. Then I got older and older, and and I was like 21 years old. I settled down, and I met this girl, and we had a baby, and I had a son named his name is Mark Anthony. In the year 1993 until 1990, man, I haven't seen him since. Nothing. He's like right now. He's like in his 20s, his 30s, and I don't talk to him. But I thank God that it kept me from his distance. But sooner or later, he don't talk to me. But first of all, I just want to thank God for helping me right here to the victim outreach, and for all this gang violence and drugs. I was addicted to. I was addicted to uh, crystal meth, and 'cause I was going through depression, because I didn't have nobody to talk to, and and then somebody told me about victim outreach, so I went to the home in the year 2000, and I stayed there until 2005, and I graduated from the home. Then that's when I changed my life. Everything that God reached me and told me, yeah, I need to stop doing this. I stopped doing that, and I, so I went to that program. They helped me, and I had now I have a nice job. I do security now. All these years from 2000 all the way to for now on, um, and my family, they're real now. They talk to me before we didn't talk. Now me and one of my younger brother, uh, he said he's a gang member, and me and him don't get along because he's from a different neighborhood. He's from Meechie Street, uh, and now that he see that that he know that we changed our lives, that he changed his and I changed mine, but I don't know he's doing bad, but still he knows that in his heart, in my heart, that we gotta leave that gang thing on the side. So we're blood, you know. We gotta take care of each other. So his friends and my friends, we live all that 80th Street in Florence. We don't do nothing like that no more. We just a big happy family now, and my sisters are happy, my brothers are happy. They're all family, even though we had issues before in the past, but all that's on the side now.
Tell us how you got saved.
Huh?
Tell us how you got saved.
Well, I got saved at an early, like I was like 25 when I got saved at Big Ridge at South Central, right there on Manchester and Broadway. That's where I got saved. And that's when the pastor, Pastor Robert, and Brother Joe was the director right there. And that's where I got saved, and I stayed there, and I graduated. That was a good, what do you call it, like one of the leaders, but yeah, from the home, and I thank them that they saved me from all this what I've been through.
So, may you explain what kind of encounters or how has God spoken to you?
Well, God spoke to me and said to share my life, what I've been through, to reach out to younger generations that to help out, another gangs, reach out to them and tell them what I've been through, for even to have their reach to their families, to the youth, because or the gang I was from, and to help out. Maybe I could reach to somebody that been through what I've been through, and because I was going through a lot of depression ever since I lost my dad. He was he always gave me advice, and since he wasn't there for me no more, so got more into drugs, more into alcohol, and I went back to the neighborhood I was from because they were always there. They were, and even though I didn't want to go back, but I didn't have no direction, and God spoke to me and said, "What you doing? You need to go back where and I stopped, stop doing what I was doing. So I just, I thank him. I thank God that I prayed and I prayed that even though I spoke to him, and my son was reaching to me, and when he noticed that what I was doing, all these drugs, alcohol, going to all these gang violence, he started doing the same thing that I was doing. So I stopped doing that. Yes.
So, Seraphim, I know you to be a very generous person, giver. So, can you explain how you have that giving heart? Like, where does that come from?
I learned that I'm a generous giver. I learned that from my pastors and my directors that when I was in the home, even though they're passed away already. Brother Joe Gallardo, he was the director from South Central Big Ridge, right on Broadway in Manchester, and Pastor Robert Tees. he was a pastor right there at the Victoria South Central. They're the one that showed me and teach me how to be an honest giver, and I learned a lot from them.
Okay, so you mentioned the home, and you tell some experiences you had in the home. What was the experience like going to the home?
The experience on home, it was like at first, I just want to rest, like what, for 3 days, and I say, I'll go to my homies. But something told me that you're going to back where you started. I said, and I stayed there, and I didn't want to go back to my old days, and one of the brothers opened to me and said, Brother Joel, the director, and he helped me stand there and to help out, and he told me, if you go back, you not I'll probably I was end up dead or end up in prison, and I didn't want to go back to my old ways.
So, is there any advice you want to give people out there trying to gone through whatever you've gone through?
Oh, well, I just give out to to like the young generation. Some it's bad out there, gangs and all that. If you have issues, just go to anybody that I no, can't
You're good.
because I've been through a lot, and I just thank God for giving me to this, and I just want I see kids getting killed. I see families getting hurt into gangs, into drugs. I just don't. Sometimes it hurts me seeing my race killing each other for a street they don't even own, and I want to reach out to you, all of y'all. Just thank God for just pray for your families and your that don't help each other. Be strong. Sometimes I feel weak, but I just pray to God that He keeps me right here where I'm at. I just thank for Victor Rich and Pastor, for my pastors right here. I just thank for Pastor Manuel, Sister Lisa, and Pastor Alfred and his wife that they reached to me, and I'm really grateful for them. And right here to this church at Bellflower.